I'm feeling good. For these foreigners to sit there and discuss replacing Black Americans, meaning taking their seat in Congress and putting their own people in the seat, is absolutely madness and anti-Black. And this is what they've been doing for decades now. This shows you that these people hate us and are undermining us as Americans. These people practice tribalism and explains why Somalia is a failed country. They're here turning Minneapolis into Somalia, and I don't understand, why don't they just go back to their own country with that mindset? They're here in American politics and trying to divert attention and resources to another country, which is treason. They use us as the diaspora and then divert what they get to their immigrant communities and countries. This is why they're being investigated for fraud and scamming, etc. The next move for them is deportation and getting them up out of office, because it definitely isn't benefiting us as a whole at all.
I keep screaming this from every mountaintop I can. That's Hassan Ali, and this is Ilhan Omar. We know who Ilhan Omar. Hassan is the president or prime minister of Somalia. They had a roundtable meeting with nothing but Africans talking about getting in to American politics, but understanding that they are 100% Somalian and they will never change. Now, in this clip that I'm about to show, Mr. Ali, Hassan Ali, is talking, and he's letting it be known that Ilhan Omar is there to take a Black American seat in Congress.
It is very important in Ilhan tayo, Somali tayo, 𝒲𝒶𝓎-𝒯ℛ𝒰𝒯ℋ. Somalia ay sidiisu tayo. Nin midru haka to siyaas ama qof haka qof moral. Marka taas waa ku dhiirigelinayaa sababta arrinkan soo celinaya Soomaalida oo sheegay.
They are not here to be our friends. They are not here to fight for all Black people. They are here to fight for Somalians. That's it. Those are not my words. It's their words. It's their actions, right? So before y'all jump on here, look, just another jealous Black American. I'm not jealous of anything. We can't be beat. We're undefeated here. That's something y'all forgot. Mind you, this shit was on camera. So I want to know what y'all got to say about that. I already know that Black Americans have no allies at all. We don't have friends here. We don't have allies here, especially Africans. It's sad, but it's true. And it's not coming from us. It's coming from you guys, because you guys come over here to this country, automatically look at us as enemy number one. Then you get caught on camera doing this kind of shit. It's absolutely crazy, but I love when people show their true colors. Please tell me who you are so I can believe you the first time.
I want to show y'all something, okay? Read closely and understand why I go hard for us and us only. And this is why we got to take our seats back, okay?
The Prime Minister of Somalia had to say about Ilhan Omar, them Black people, with all that pro-blackity black talk, right? Check this out here in closing.
Somalia. It is very important in Ilhan tayo, Somali tayo, meeshas lagu jirto. Somalia oo aragtidiisu tahay nin madow ha qaato kursigaas ama qof cad ha qaato qof moralkiisa hogaansiiyo. Marka taasna waa ku dhiirigelinayaa sababtaan arrinkan ku soo celinaya Soomaalida oo sheegay.
You saw that, right? Like, it don't get more specific than that, okay? These people know they're not Black. They only use Black to get them to a specific level in this country. They only use Black for their own personal agenda, okay? So this is why I go hard for us. This is why we got to go hard for us. And this is why we got to take the seats back. Okay? Sign the petition in the bio family. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Let's listen to the sister talk about the Somalians in Ilhan Omar's district have over 1,000 investigations for corruption in Minneapolis, out of a population of 70,000 centered there.
About Ilhan Omar's people in Minnesota. So they brought about 70, 80,000 of these Somali Muslims in. They grouped them in one spot, and then they used that to elect her to Congress. That's how she got there. Okay, now, one thing you need to remember, according to the stats, is over 90% of these people have availed themselves of some sort of social service welfare program. Okay, now, the authorities in Minnesota have a huge investigation because these people have come up with all kind of different scams. Scams saying they're going to feed children, scams for housing, scams for fake marriages, fake divorces, you name it. They came here and they started scamming the system like nobody would believe. And these are her people all grouped together in Minnesota. We're going to talk about Dearborn, Michigan soon, too.
Officers from our Fraud Detection and National Security Directorate, working in teams, have conducted over 1,000 site visits across the Minneapolis-St. Paul area as part of this operation. What they found should shock all of America. Focusing on a list of over 1,000 target cases involving more than 900 individuals, our officers encountered blatant marriage fraud, visa overstays, people claiming to work at businesses that can't be found, forged documents, abuse of the H-1B visa system, abuse of the F-1 visas, and many other discrepancies. Over the course of the operation, our officers found indication of fraud, non-compliance, or public safety and national security concerns in nearly a little less than 50% of the cases interviewed. We found troubling patterns with the Uniting for Ukraine program that should have raised serious concerns under other administrations, such as an individual filing to sponsor more than 100 aliens, and organizations sponsoring hundreds. We are continuing to investigate these cases. Some of the other troubling cases that our officers found. In one case, officers identified an alien who had overstayed his visa waiver, who was the son of a known or suspected terrorist on the no-fly list. He had previously been found to have engaged in marriage fraud, which resulted in the denial of several immigration benefit requests. He was arrested and is now presently being returned to his country of origin. In another, an individual admitted to obtaining a fake death certificate in Kenya for just $100 to prove he was no longer married. In reality, his wife is alive, living here in Minneapolis, and is the mother of 5 of his children. And incidentally, he has another wife living in Sweden with whom he has an additional 3 children. In another case, an alien entered the United States without inspection in 2023, was released by Border Patrol. The alien married a U.S. citizen while in removal proceedings and was interviewed at the Minneapolis-St. Paul USCIS field office just last week, where both he and his American spouse, stated under oath that their marriage was legitimate. The USCIS officers conducting the interview were suspicious. The site visits were authorized the same day. The American spouse ultimately that afternoon admitted the marriage was fraudulent and entered into solely for immigration purposes and withdrew her petition for that alien. This type of same-day action for interview, from interview to site visit.
I mean, I have no worry. I don't know how they take away my citizenship and like deport me, but I don't even know like why that's such a scary threat. Like, I'm not the 8-year-old who escaped war anymore. I'm grown. My kids are grown. Like, I can go live wherever I want.
Police have officially taken over the city of Minneapolis. I used to call Minneapolis Little Somalia in jest, but it's not a joke. It is the official statement coming from the city's mayor, and I'll show you guys that clip in this video. But now that their takeover is complete and it's too late to stop it, they are no longer hiding their true intentions. At a rally for Ilhan Omar, they publicly admit that they have no interest in the people of Minnesota. Hell, they have no interest in the people of America. Their only allegiance and the only people they care about are the people of Somalia. But don't take my word for how they feel. Let's watch this clip from Ilhan Omar's rally.
xildhibaan ilhaan cumar oo magaca Soomaaliya qalin dahab ah ku qortay qadiyadda ilhaan ma aha qadiyad ilhaan ma aha qadiyad Minnesota ma aha qadiyad reer Mareykan qadiyadda ilhaan waa qadiyad Soomaaliyeed guusha ilhaan waa guusha Soomaaliyeed waxayna noo ximbaarsan tahay macno weyn.
The American left's obsession with multiculturalism and virtue signaling has created a situation where a sitting member of the United States Congress is pledging allegiance to a foreign nation. I wanted to show that clip first because everything else in this video will make so much more sense. They have no appreciation for our country and no intention on assimilating into American life and giving back and contributing to their fellow countrymen because they don't see Americans as their countrymen. They are in Minneapolis city government, Minnesota state government, and United States federal government with the sole intent of passing legislation that takes American taxpayer money and direct it exclusively to the pockets of Somalis.